Darren and Rebekka, you are about to take the next step in an adventure which began 5 years ago. You've become an integral part of each other's lives. You've created a beautiful home together and become part of one another's families. Marriage joins two people who trust and the love they have found. It is a partnership in which each can continue to grow and be their true selves while sharing in the development of each other.
Thank you to the bridesmaids, Vicky and Cara, for being there for Rebekka and getting, well, this bit of the speech is totally wrong, because it says, initially it says, because she goes to Mass, like, oh, well, I don't like being late and all that kind of rubbish. So it did said in the speech, for getting her here on time. But you cannot agree with me, it's a heap of rubbish. The words we about you later.
How did Rebekka and Darren end up here declaring their love and making a commitment in front of you? Darren knew there were plenty of fish in the sea, but he certainly caught his soulmate when he met Rebekka back in 2014.
A lot of folk ask me, how did a girl from Pitmedden end up with a boy from Peterhead? The official line is that they met on Facebook and stuff.
Darren wanted to meet up with Rebekka, but she kept cancelling on him, so he gave her one last chance. Rebekka had recently had an operation and was on crutches for that first date. Darren had bought her a get well card and a box of sweeties. The card and the sweeties obviously worked, and they were soon off to Edinburgh Zoo. And they quickly realised they both had the same sense of humour. Rebekka was trying to look her best and make a good impression, but that soon failed when Darren bought her an ice cream, and it was all over her face and down her chin. As Rebekka told me, we just clicked, and it wasn't an effort for us to get on, we had great fun. They started going out officially in June 2014, when Rebekka pretty much forced Darren to be her boyfriend. Rebekka had been a night out while she'd been waiting for Darren to pick her up. Random guys kept speaking and chatting her up, and it was really annoying, so she just told them that she was waiting for her boyfriend. When Darren turned up, she told him the story, only for him to reply saying, "So is that why I'm then? I'm your boyfriend."
I've got to know Darren quite well over the past 5 years. He's an excellent joiner. When they moved into their new house, I knew I wouldn't have been needed to put up all the pictures and do the odd jobs round about the house. And I'm also looking forward to getting a dram in the bar he's built in his man cave.
So Rebekka had been hinting about marriage, but she wasn't quite sure that Darren was going to propose, and she was beginning to give up hope. But that was all going to change when they went to Edinburgh to go look around the Christmas markets. And when they arrived, Darren wanted to go on the Ferris wheel. As they were going round, Rebekka was busy taking pictures of the view, and when they stopped at the top, she turned round to find Darren down on one knee and asking to marry her. Rebekka said she didn't know whether to laugh or cry. She was so chuffed, but so shocked as well. They spent the day celebrating in Edinburgh, and they said they were both on a high. We've come to the heart of today's ceremony, where Darren and Rebekka will make their legal declarations to each other and exchange rings. May they always serve as a reminder of how you feel towards each other and something to look back on and smile.
First off, I would like to thank you all for coming, and I hope you all enjoy your day. I think I can speak on behalf of everyone here when I say Rebekka looks amazing. Right. Which makes me laugh as when Rebekka was growing up, she was a right little tomboy, leaving school to go into the glamour of the hairdressing. Now her latest role is to swap all that for a boiler suit and steel-toe-cap shoes as a trainee engineering instructor. So Darren, I'm not sure if I was wearing the trousers in your house. Elaine and I have been very proud of how good a cook Rebekka is, all self-taught, and I'm sure Darren will agree. Which brings me to the day that Rebekka was moving out to go and stay with Darren. Both were sitting in the living room and you could feel a bit of tension. And Rebekka, with a little tear in her eye, said to me, "I feel bad moving out." And I just says, "Aye, the giners pinched the cook," and we all started laughing.
Here are the 3 things that Rebekka just loves about Darren. Sometimes I can be a bit of a diva, but he just ignores me and tries to make me laugh so I forget why I'm being in a funny mood. She said, "I love how he supported me and he never gives up on me even when I am difficult to support. And I love how he finds the stupidest things funny and makes some belters of faces to make me laugh." And here are the 3 things that Darren just loves about Rebekka. He said, "I love how beautiful she is. Even when she comes straight home from work with no makeup on and dirty from filing and cutting metal all day. I love how thoughtful she is, and I love how we can both have the same sense of humour, so sometimes we don't even need to say anything, we just look at one another and we know what we're thinking."
I'd like to thank Rebekka for agreeing to marry me and making me the happiest man in the world. I think you all agree that she looks absolutely gorgeous today. When she walked up the aisle, you took my breath away.
Please say your vows to Rebekka and repeat after me. I, Darren Sutherland,
I, Darren Sutherland,
accept you, Rebekka Elaine Murray,
accept you, Rebekka Elaine Murray,
in marriage as my wife, and place the ring gently on her finger. Rebekka, please say your vows to Darren and repeat after me. I, Rebekka Elaine Murray,
I, Rebekka Elaine Murray,
accept you, Darren Sutherland, in marriage as my husband, and place the ring gently on his finger. Now would you like to hold hands, face each other and stare into each other's eyes? Darren and Rebekka, you have chosen to marry and have pledged your love, respect and commitment for each other. You'll promise to stand by each other throughout whatever your lives together may bring. And following the declarations made before me and in the presence of these witnesses and guests, it gives me great pleasure, Darren and Rebekka, to declare you legally married and pronounce you husband and wife. Darren, you may kiss your new wife.
Marrying you today feels like the start of another one of our road trips, and can't wait to spend the rest of my life with it on you.
When he was just a young apprentice, he was invited along to my mate's housewarming party. Now, Darren being keen, Kenny was out with the big boys, he decided to go for it, and by about 10 o'clock at night we had to phone my folks to come and pick him up, right? And on his way out, right, so it's a barbecue, we're all sitting outside, on his way out, Darren managed to fall right through a plastic patio table, smashing the thing into about 100 bits. As quick as he went down, he got right back up and he goes, "It's all right, I'm a joiner."
Wait for the one who simply adores you, the kind of person who brings out the best in you and makes you want to be a better person. The only person who will drop everything to be with you at any time, no matter what the circumstances. For the person who makes you smile like no one else ever has. Wait for the person who wants to show you off to the world because they are proud of you. And most of all, wait for the person who will make you a priority because that's where you belong.
Darren and Rebekka, I think you make a super couple, and I hope you continue to be very happy together.
When the one whose hand you're holding is the one who holds your heart, when the one whose eyes you gaze into gives your hopes and dreams a start, when the one you think of first and last is the one who holds you tight, and the things you plan together make the whole world seem just right, when the one whom you believe in puts her faith and trust in you, you've found your one and only love you'll share your whole life through.
There was one New Year while he was still living at home. He got home at 3 o'clock in the morning and my folks were still not in. I think Darren was upset that he'd been out to party, so he just went in, locked the door, left the key in the door. They ended up having to go and stay with the neighbours and only got into their own house about 12 hours later when Elizabeth finally managed to get him to answer the phone. Rebekka, make friends with your neighbours. You never know when you'll need them. Daz, thank you for asking me to be your best man today. It's genuinely been a privilege to do this. I can see how happy you make each other and I wish you both a wonderful future together. So, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you all to stand and raise your glasses to toast the new husband and wife.
I would also like to send Rebekka and Darren into their life together with what I call my Doric blessing. A marriage is a promise what hearts be glad to mak. A promise to be tender, to help, to gie and tak. A marriage is a promise to be kind, to understand, to be thoughtful and considerate, to be fair and nae demand. A marriage is a promise to share our life together, filled with love, and meant to be kept like yon forever.